Pokemon time. We're not going to waste any time getting started because we are starting a fresh attempt. We're looking for any dog, and we're going to PK Hex it into a legal, viable dog. And that's how all attempts are going now. We're just doing this to get a baseline. So what do we play out? I think we need, like, statistically above average physical stats? Probably. And we know the real make and break point of the current strategy is after Gym... Well, it's Gym 3 plus the 2 rivals after it, where getting through Deathless is essentially impossible, but ends up being highly important. At least that we only have like one death somewhere along that line, and that it's the right death. And so that all depends very strongly. Let's go deposit our pig, actually. That all... Oh no, maybe we can't deposit our pig. That all depends very strongly on... I don't know what I'm trying to say. It all depends very strongly on having, like, the right mons and the right deaths and, like, some luck, I think. Because essentially, if we can make it through Berg Deathless, which is next to impossible, then the rival fights are fine, I think. And the only bad outcome from the rival fights is the dog dying anyway, which it's kind of destined to do on Berg. Alright, so this one is the right ability, I believe. I guess I can double check that. It has been 2 weeks. If you know, you know. Pickup becomes Sand Rush, yes. Okay. We got to edit the save file. So we're going to go to... Actually, before we do the edit, we can run Pokelink real quick. So, as he generated, 9 HP, 29 attack, 30 defense, 30 special, 25 speed F, 6 speed. We don't have to hack this. This thing's already incredible. This is quite viable. Alright. Hey, maybe today's the run, you know? Maybe we got this. Let's take this to... like, level 6? We did a lot of grinding last time. I went through and did, like... kind of a debrief on the grinding a little bit. I did some like showdown calcs to look at like what the effects of the grinding effectively were, in terms of the actual difference it made in the stats, and the result is essentially that it honestly didn't really matter. So we're not going to grind. We're going to power through to Berg again. And just try to get through this. So the end fight is level 7. I guess we'll go to 7 here. Actually, well, it's fine. This isn't that big of a deal. Especially with a good dog. Oh man, it's summer? Yeah, I guess it is another new month. Jeez. So we've actually been doing this technically, like, in 3 separate months. We started in December. Okay, he's faster. Doesn't matter. He gets smoked. Cool. Alright, we pick a bite. Tackle is higher damage. Because it's 50 base in this game. Are we set correctly here? Fast, set. Okay. I believe there's a Pokeball here. Probably worth grabbing. I'll fight the Purloin, I guess. I don't remember theoretically what I should fight. Yeah, let's just take a regular level up here, I guess. I don't know. It's fine. Ooh, that hurt a little bit. There's that to crit. Slop. So, the early game fights are pretty easy. All we gotta do is make sure we don't, like, over-level anything. We should be fine on that front. Let's run. I should pull up my notes. Okay, 11 after the first Bianca fight. We're almost 11 already. I suppose I go back and heal. I can probably take 11 there, but like, let's just not risk it. And we should edge. There's no reason not to. Yeah, I guess I'm just killing this now, and then I have to go heal now because I took damage. I fucking... Whatever. It's fine. This one's probably going to end up being a little bit of a shorter stream than the last few. Not by like a huge amount, but maybe an hour shorter. We've usually been going pretty long. I do want to get, like, past the rivals, unless we have a bunch of bad attempts. And if that happens, I'll probably just end after. I should just use a repel. I shouldn't be trying to run manually. What is the fucking encounter rate? Bite? Tackle might have just killed. Nope. Okay, bite was correct. Yeah, we're still good here. I'm not going to collect all the items. We'll grab the X speed because it's like there. Whoa, 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 calm down. Almost fucked myself up. Okay, now we just got the trainers in the gym. One level and then edging to go. We should be fine here. Now, we did lose to one of these trainers once. I think by getting outsped and flinched to death, right? Okay, we're faster than this one. Oh yeah, let's deposit the pig before I forget he's in the party. We know we keep the monkey because we need him for cut. And there's that double battle that we use him in just to get past it. What was our speed on this guy again? We're only a 6 IV. We might have had like a 0 speed one before or something. Should have bit. Ooh, boy. Okay, that was a big nasty crit. Okay, we're halfway to 14 already. Let me double check the level cap. Oh no, the level's 14. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, that's the fight. So we can go over here. We can do this. Might be able to find another trainer here in Dreamyard this run. This one's 3 level 7s. I think that's fine. We'll make a save. In case it's not. It should be. Yeah, easily. Alright, we gotta go grind a bit to edge. Could be a place where we PK hacks, but I might as well just do this manually. Oh, hey, Zero. Who's my favorite Pokemon? Scyther. Scyther is my favorite Pokemon. Sorry I missed your message earlier. I was accidentally buried chat, which is a bad habit I have, especially with Pokemon, where I'm looking stuff up more. Yeah. Scyther's been my favorite Pokemon since Gen 1, even. Way, 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 way back. Your favorite's Mimikyu? Mimikyu's pretty cool. I haven't had too many opportunities to use a Mimikyu, being that it's a newer Pokemon, but I do enjoy a Mimikyu. I'm also a big Cradily enjoyer. Okay, like 4 more kills or something, we're ready for the gym. $23 XP. 40 to level. That should be fine. Alright, we give him a berry. Alright, let's review my notes for this fight. I believe we open with a bite on the Lillipup. Yeah. Damage ranges tended to work out where bite was optimal. Panpour will outspeed, so there's no point in biting the Panpour. Alright. Alright, attempt 12, one dog versus the world. It's a good dog, though, but we can probably still lose this to crits and bad luck. We are edge, though. That gives us a little bit of an advantage. We'll go for the bite for the flinch chance. We do outspeed. We are not a very fast dog. This is relevant. The bite is, or the flinch is huge. From this damage range, do we think tackle kills? I don't think so. However, I could bait him into potioning here. Is that good or bad? Let's go for the bite. Double flinch. I think we are completely safe. I should have tackled. I shouldn't go for the bite because, yeah, it kills anyway, and that's maybe the heal turn. But it's fine. Okay, I don't know if we've ever clean killed the lead. That's pretty huge. Okay, takedown. We do need this as an emergency. An emergency button, basically, of suddenly needing a huge pile of damage. Alright, now we just click tackle and hopefully win. Okay, it's a 3-shot. That's maybe a little spooky. 10 damage. Okay, we're safe. We're not dead to crit. And we get the crit. Incredible. Incredible. Best performance in the gym, the first gym ever in this attempt, or in this this run, this challenge. Sun and Moon was actually my last new Pokemon game, in the sense that, like, I played... Let's see, I played Gen 8, and then Gen 9, and then 6, and then 7. So I played 7 most recently. That was my most recent new experience. I still haven't played Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Those are, I think, the only games I haven't played out of the main line. We actually did Sun and Moon. Well, I think we did Moon specifically as a draft race. So that's on one of my YouTube channels. That was my first time playing it, was the blind race, which was a pretty fun way to play a new Pokemon game. New to me, you know. Okay. Let's pick up our monkey and all our items here. I believe you give me monkey. Oops, I meant to nickname it, but it doesn't matter. It's only until we get something I can actually use cut legally. Misclicked. Alright. Doesn't really matter what slot this goes in. Alright, so there is a dusk ball here. We know we talked to the guy in here. No, not in here. In here. For like a full heal or something? Damn, dude, that's a lot. It's pretty fucked up that they took your Pokemon game away. I don't know what to say about that one. Alright, Great Ball, Dusk Ball. We got the full heal or whatever it was. We got the X speed. South of the fountain, there will be a thing, and that is it. Alright, we're ready to leave this place. Oh yeah, we gotta do Dreamyard, I forgot. Sun and Moon is pretty unique. Not my favorite. I think these are my favorite games, the Gen 5 ones, Black and White 2 as well. But Sun deserves some credit. Sun and Moon deserves some credit for being pretty unique in terms of formula. Alright, I think we just spam tackle. Okay, it's fine. He's just biting. He's just biting. It's not a big deal. You had a whole garbage bag of Pokemon cards and they took those two. That sucks. Not how I would store cards, but you store them on what you got, I guess. I have a few Pokemon cards myself because I got the idea of putting together a Pokedex out of Pokemon cards, which seemed like a fun thing to do. I don't have too much beyond just getting like kind of one of every Pokemon. And I never actually finished it either. It was just a project that I kind of set aside. You had a first edition? Those can be pretty rare. I had a bunch of first edition stuff back in the day, but I sold all my stuff I had when I was a kid. Everything I have now I rebought later. Alright, we'll speed up through this dialogue. This is not that important. It's just Pokemon abuse, you know. It's fine. I actually vividly remember still opening my first holographic card, which was a first edition base set Chansey from the very first release back in the 90s. I think it was, if not the only first edition holo I pulled, one of the few. Even back then, of course, first edition was pretty hard to come by. Now we can move on past this man. Wait, what? Oh, I still gotta talk to her. Oh my god. We gotta go to her lab. She's gotta yap at us some more. You have an old Mewtwo? I remember, like, one of the few Pokemon card tournaments I played in, I lost to a Mewtwo deck. It was a really annoying stall strategy. Somewhere there's something here. There it is. Ball mushroom. I think I have a promo, like an older promo Mewtwo in my collection. I usually picked what I wanted by art. Because I usually want Ken Sugimori art, the kind of the main artist. Okay, we gotta fight this lady. Looking for an Ultra Ball. Somewhere in this sandbox. There it is. This is a rival fight, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, this is a Charon fight. So we have to fight Oshawott with Water Gun and then Purloin. I think we might as well ORAN vary this. Yeah, that's one strategy, to just grind a bunch, make the battles easier that way. I specifically play with things like level caps, because I want the game to be difficult. Like in this run, we're specifically only using a select few Pokemon that are immune to sand damage, and that's kind of the idea, is can we beat this game using only, like, 12 Pokemon or something, with level caps, so we can't over-level too much, or at all, really. We can over-level trainers like this, but not the gyms. I don't think this is too dangerous. We're just going with the berry as a precaution. I don't like the tail whip. Okay, we're fine. I should be able to get my Roggin. Oops. Well, I guess we're fighting. Alright, we're looking for a Roggenrola. Woobat is not a legal encounter. We are not taking the Dust Cloud until we get our Rock Boy. Would I ever do Minecraft Cobblemon? I would do Minecraft Cobblemon. Yes, this is interesting. I did Pixelmon back in the day. That's actually on YouTube. This channel, let's see here. Can I link this? Yeah, this is my VOD channel where I put sometimes some like content that I'm not making into regular series. And the first video series on here was Minecraft Pokemon, but not Cobblemon. Pixelmon was like the predecessor, the older of the Pokemon mods for Minecraft. You have to scroll way down to find it, but it's down there at the start. It's 3 years old. So I don't know how well it holds up as far as content goes, but it was a thing. That was multiplayer too. Okay, there's our Roggen. Should be able to just, like, Great Ball this. I don't think we need to use the good balls. Okay, I don't love that. It's sturdy. I can hit it once. I should have just always attack once. Okay, that does no damage. I don't like the amount of damage we're taking here. Okay. Wasted a berry. I'm gonna try a Pokeball. Okay, once it hits me again, I'm gonna switch to an Ultra Ball or a Dusk Ball. Okay, we caught it. Well, that was a little annoying. This thing's name was Litharge, I remember. Probably should have saved that Oranberry. Oh well. We can put a hardstone on this, because this is already... we could find this already in this cave, which is why I gave us a free one at the start. I might come back there and do a little bit of dust cloud collecting. I don't remember if we can get gems. If we can, we probably should. Probably should just put gems in the save to start with. Really, but... it's fine. I don't know, but like if there is like an optimal way to spawn dust clouds. Oh fuck, there was one. I just walked right back out of the cave. Is that a way to do it better? No, I think that's just a coincidence. I'm pretty sure we figured out last time if this had gems. It does. I'm pretty sure. I'd like to get like one legit one before I hack them in. Dark spots can spawn in the water. I didn't know if they would spawn when you don't have surf. So there's definitely a downside to walking too far. Okay, there's one. Okay. A bug gem. So yeah, we're just gonna leave. We're gonna hack these in. Oh yeah, we gotta check the IVs on this guy. Let's see if he's any good. Okay, replacement Oran berries. I missed the Pokeball. Alright, update the overlay as well, because we now have one badge. Overlay text updated. Alright, we're gonna roll a 25 HP, 25 attack, 23 defense, 31 special attack, 11 spadef, 3 speed, plus defense, minus attack nature. I will take it. I will definitely take that. We gotta run. It's looking good. Minus attack is not the best, but plus defense is huge. So I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Probably could have dodged, sure. Didn't think she was a trainer, actually, with her walking around like that. Alright, 2 net balls for the Tim Pole encounter. We go here for the item. So we picked Oshawott, and we get a Mystic Water. There's an item. On the track somewhere. There it is. There's a ball up here. Okay, so we've got you. You're the Rock Smash girl, right? You just give me Rock Smash? And we got the nurse. So what did the nurse have for a team? She's got a Muna. Scotland should take this. The gym level cap is 20, so we're good on that front. Okay. Temple time. Figured I might as well kill that for the level. Alright, there's a temp. This needs to be good. If this is not good, we need to think about resetting. I think ultimately we probably just play it out always, even if it's not the best, because the levels will make up for it and stuff, right? This is named Cyphertite, right? Hey, Zach, how's it going? Alright, running Pokelink. It is mild, plus special attack, minus defense, 27 HP, 15 attack, 21 defense, 24 special attack, 10 special defense, 2 speed. He's great. He's fantastic. Minus defense isn't the best, but it's pretty good. You're playing Star Wars Galaxy's Heroes? Oh wait, Galaxy Heroes? Is that something different? What is that one? I'm thinking of something else probably, right? I'm thinking of the old MMO, and that's probably not it. I'm doing as well as I can be. Oh, is it Galaxy of Heroes? Is that what it is? Yeah. Probably. Yeah, Galaxy of Heroes, okay. Never played it. I'm currently playing Knights of the Old Republic as far as Star Wars stuff goes. That's on the other YouTube channel. Wait, is there an item here? You need to play a Pokemon game? You still haven't played one? Yeah. If it seems like it would interest you, you should probably play one. I'm quite fond of this one. This is Gen 5 from the Nintendo DS, so I think this is kind of the peak of the franchise, in my opinion. Like, mechanically. They got a pretty good base level of difficulty to them as far as Pokemon goes. The games after this tend to get too easy, with a couple of exceptions. And then I like the art style. I really like the this like moving pixel art style. I think is like peak. I think this is fantastic. When they make it 3D, I think it just gets worse. Okay, free person berry. That's great. That's also actually a really nice pickup. Of course, in my opinion, the big thing with Pokemon right now is just playing modded games. You find a nice ROM hack online that adds some cool quality of life features and play that. You got recommended Pokemon Red? Like the first game, honestly, my hot take, don't play the first game. Don't play the second set of games either. The original games don't hold up. They were really buggy. And they're just mechanically a lot more shallow. It's kind of interesting to see where the franchise came from. And I do retain a lot of nostalgia for those old games. But I just don't think they're worth it. You could play Fire Red, on the other hand. Fire Red is the remake of Red, so you still get to experience, like, what the classic, you know, games were kind of like, without having to actually play the really limited and awkward and buggy original games. Didn't mean to put the extra level in there, but it's fine. We got a good margin here, a good safety net in terms of level caps. So, all right, let's look at the fight against N. He leads with a Pit of. There's a low kick Timber, and then there's a Timpole. Level 13. Okay, his level's pretty low. I think we're probably fine to fight it right now. Ooh, our Timpole was minus defense. That actually might be really bad. Well, maybe it doesn't matter at this low level. Maybe it's like 1 point of defense. It actually might not be that substantial. Ah, okay. Yeah, I would say, honestly, if you have a good understanding of Pokemon, like, mechanically, and whatnot, I wouldn't worry about starting at the beginning. I would start with one of the better games. Which is almost always going to be one of the remakes or one of the third games. Like Pokemon Emerald or Platinum. They're just better versions of the earlier releases. And then like Fire Red, Leaf Green are probably the better option to experience the original game region. And then like Heart Gold, Soul Silver are solid remakes as well that are better than the originals. But they suffer from the same issues the originals did with like level curve problems, so they're a little awkward to actually grind in. They can be a little tedious. I just hack in rare candies, so I don't do grinding anyway. Mudslap over Sand Attack seems good. My favorite Pokemon is Scyther. Gen 1. He's been my favorite since Gen 1. It wouldn't be accurate to say I've been playing Pokemon since it came out, but I played Pokemon when it came out. And then when I was a teenager, I didn't play Pokemon for many, many, many years before I came back to it. So I quit Pokemon in like the third generation of games. And then I came back in after Sun and Moon probably would have been when it was. Maybe even after Sword and Shield came out. I don't even remember. It was kind of a gradual return. So I probably played some of the older games before then. Just didn't really, you know, played a bunch. All right. This we probably beat with Scotland. And then we beat, maybe Cypher Dyke can beat the Fighting type. It's got bide, which is awkward. Maybe we do this. Let's go here. Because that's going to be a water move. Or supersonic. That's also a good switch, because then we're not getting confused on the guy we want to actually kill this with. And this is probably like a round. And then we go to Scotland, and we kill this with a tackle. And then hopefully we just kill with a fighting type afterwards. The growl's not great. Speed drop is also not great. Speed drop is really not great. That's actually really bad. Because I let this outspeed me and confuse me. And that is awful. Okay, now this is awkward. I think we have to switch. Let's go here. There's no way low kick kills us. It doesn't do that much damage. That is a little concerning. I would like to growl this. I think we can do this once. I don't like that he low kicked. Don't kill me. I will cry. Okay. That was 7 damage with the drop on both ends. Which means it should be like, what, 11 damage or something without, if it, like, 11 base damage unmodified. So the crit is like 22. So we can growl again. I mean, I could just start attacking. It doesn't seem to want to bide. Fuck. I think we're fine. I think it gets 2-tapped. This does a lot of damage. Oh, yeah. Okay, we should have just went for the kill in the first place. This is totally fine. I overthought this immensely. That's fine. We need to be very careful. Because we know how difficult this run is. So there ain't nothing wrong with overthinking a few things. Alright, let's start the gym trainers. Patrat, Herdier, and then 3 Lillipups. You know, I never did the cut tree back in the other direction. I could go back for that after we do the gym trainers. I probably will. I don't remember what was there, but I might as well get it. Crunch that early is pretty spooky. You're off to bed? Alright, I'll catch you later. Thanks for coming by, Zach. Alright, next one was the dog, so I think we lead our dog. Yeah, what was the thing we're supposed to do here? Nice to meet you, Pokemon. Yeah. Alright. Find the patch rat. I believe it's this one. This is the train. That's a scary fight because of that X defend. That was a little spooky. Alright, next one is Triple Lillipup, so we can go with you. Right, 'cause she's the last. You fight her at the very end. Blah, 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 and then... Alright, we switch on this one. We've taken enough damage that it's probably not a bad idea. Oh geez, I've left the recording going. Shit. You know what? Let's stop the recording and just throw it out, because there's nothing relevant in that, actually. Because definitely the first run was the one that was more more like experimental, more like time spent learning things. And this one is by the book, so it's not very interesting. So unless something crazy happens in a fight, for the eventual edit, we don't need to cover it until that happens. Okay, I said this was 20 for the level cap, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go grab... Well, let's do this. From 19... And then, what was the strat for this fight exactly that we figured out? We lead Temple on the Intimidate. We save Roggin with Chesto for the Weasel. Temple can take a Leer and then dies to an attack. Yeah, so we click one attack, 25 defense, 56 HP is what we had before. So let's run Pokelink and stop it, and then do a stat comparison. At level 19, we have 21 defense and 53 HP. That's not great. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We still have one more level. We're gonna go fight the trainers we skipped for the money for later. I don't remember if anybody in here is somebody we can fight. There's kids outside we can fight. Alright, let's do 20 on everybody now that those trainers are defeated. I'll take Aqua Ring over Round, I think. I don't remember if we ever clicked it, but, you know, maybe. Then I think we edged the dog. The dog is probably what beats the other dog. Alright, we'll be right back. Need to remember I have to submit some paperwork tonight. Make a note. Okay, well... Here's the question. Do I want a normal gem, maybe? For this fight? Probably. I wonder if we could lead Timpole? And then just switch straight Herdier. Maybe we cook a different strategy here. Hmm. 22. Well, okay. Interesting. Normal gem's only worth it if it actually helps us kill it. If it doesn't help us kill it, the Oran Berry is better. Because it might get us an extra attack. So it's like math is complicated. I actually don't really know what exactly would be optimal there. I would be tempted to try it. Well, are there any other trainers we can fight here? Cottony Petalil, this was... No, this is not the deadly one. We can fight these. Yeah, we can fight trainers here. At least a little bit, so that we can edge. I'll save state. Pretty sure there's nothing on the tracks. On this side. Am I wrong? Yeah, it's not on the tracks. What? Did I get it? Well, whatever. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm confused, but it doesn't really matter that much. Alright, we're close to where we want to be on XP. Maybe like one wild fight. Oh yeah, my repel was still active. That explains a little bit. Perfect. All right. That's that. I'm not going to do the normal gem. Rock Smash. It's better than Tackle for damage here. Okay, let's watch the footage back from last time. For this fight. I want to see damage ranges. It's weird that one of the streams got copyright claimed for the Pokemon music. I didn't expect that kind of
We're
thing.
just going to get right into the new attempt here.
Alright, so for the old one, we're looking for the gym fight specifically, which is here. Okay, so we open with a Bubble Beam. We outspeed the Herdier. We Water Gem it. Oh, we used gems on this fight last time. Yeah, the Water Gem makes a lot of sense. And I use Bite and I kill it. The Watchog lands. We didn't edge. We switch in Litharge. Right, which is supposed to have a Chesto Berry. I almost forgot this. Let's run Pokelink real quick. Get the updated stats for our boys. Interesting. We're speed 31 on our Scotland, and we're speed 31 on Seafordite. I wonder if Timpole can outspeed consistently or Herdier. Because we outsped it in the video in last stream. I don't think I have any idea what my speed stats were in last attempt. Your team in Star Wars Galaxies is Vader, Sidious, Kylo Ren, Stormtrooper, and Anakin. I see you like the dark side. Just watching the outcome of the gym fight here before we figure out what we're doing exactly. I want to see what I decide to do for this Watchog. It's going to heal, right? Yeah. And our Litharge is going to be worse because he's got minus attack. But we didn't get the Hypnosis turn until really late. She doesn't heal twice. We dodged the Hypnosis. It was a pretty sketchy fight. Lightside can suck it. Fair. Interesting. What do I want to do about that? This Herdier speed is somewhere in the ballpark of low 30s, and I just don't know exactly what it's going to be. Alright, let's get those gems. We'll do this real quick. Open up PK Hex and add those to the save file. Thinking of what other gems we get. I could just add them all, I suppose. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm missing 1, 2, 3 types. What am I missing? Ghost. Electric. Electric, Ghost, Ice Dragon, Fire, Flying, Grass, Normal, Psychic, Dark. I'm missing Poison. Alright. B1 Battle Droid, huh? That's not correct. Oh no! Did the save... I deleted it, though. Oh, because I loaded the most recent thing. That's not even this. Okay, we're good. We're good. That was a different game altogether. I confused the shit out of myself there. Holy. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. You go here. You take a water gem. Okay. Water gem, Chesto Oran. Is it really an Oran berry? It is if I do the water gem. Hydration on this temple. What ability? What was the other ability? Hydration or Swift Swim? Which becomes Swift Swim or Poison Touch. Okay, this is optimal. Long term, if he lives. Alright, if we get crit, we die, and that's the game. Yeah, there's no way. I have to just do this. I don't think leading, like switching out into the dog ever works. I think we have to just risk Cypher it. So there's no point in recording this fight, because if it works, it's not interesting, and if it doesn't work, we reset. Okay, Valir is huge. So now he's going for the kill. We did outspeed. Nice takedown miss. And we outsped here. Okay, I'm gonna make a note. This might be 30 speed, potentially. So if we ever have a 32 speed temple, we might be able to just win. Okay, this is really good. Alright, Watchog hits, and now we just go Litharge. Okay, it hits a Leer. Rock Smash. I might want to reset the defense drop here. Okay, this ain't great. Let's go for the wake up. 38. We're dead to the crit. Do I stay in? Or do I switch? Fuck me, dude. Is this guaranteed wake up turn? Because by no means can Roggenroll solo this. I think I have to swing. Just don't kill me. Huge. Hypnosis, wake up, and murder. Okay. Risky fight, but it worked out. It's always risky. I don't think there's a safe line there. We're always risking crits, probably multiple. But we're through that. Pick up Retaliate. Retaliate is a direct replacement for Tackle. Alright, and then we put back on you the Mystic Water. And we put on you the Hardstone. And then we put in the lead the dog, and the dog might want a normal gem to make sure we get the kill on the next trainer that's coming up, who should be dangerous. If I'm not mistaken. All right. Yeah, the Suwaddle trainers are like dangerous. I don't know if we should, handy. Probably not. Fuck. Let's rewatch this fight, I suppose. It's the only dangerous fight here in the woods, from what I remember, really. 21 and 20. Okay, I failed to kill with the Retaliate. Okay, so we should kill with the gem. Okay, this shouldn't be that deadly. We should be prepared better, knowing that we don't kill normally. Huge. Eat the Razor Leaf does not crit. Okay. Not that bad at all. Worth the gem. Demon down. Alright. Okay, this is a Purloin Grunt. Lithard should be able to handle this. Okay, any other items that we missed here yet? No, next one's a super potion, which is here. We're skipping this Pokemon Ranger, I think. Yeah, this is just Chesto Berries. We can come back for this later. Next guy's Venipede Timber. Next one's a Pansage. I think we'll fight this one and then go back and go for the heal. Next one after this is Panpour. Alright, this guy is a Patrat. I think Seifert can take this. Because he's got to kill something. Next. Panseer, that's also easily his kill. Alright, then we got a couple of Patrats coming up. Okay. Okay. Lemonade. Alright, Eviolite. Obviously a huge pickup. Did that switch correctly? Yes. Okay, the Eviolite building also has... just this? I guess? Is this the one that's got the other item? Yeah, there's a tract. Okay. Alright, we're looking for our Sandile now. This is the last encounter before Berg. Obviously. Okay, it's Intimidate. I think that's fine. I don't think there's a strong preference either way on this one, ultimately. Love this little guy. Hopefully we get a chance to actually use him. Crookosite. Or Crooksite, possibly. Crooksite sounds more correct. Alright, let's check his stats. Running, stopping. You should now be on the screen. 20 HP, 18 attack, 6 defense, 3 special attack, 20 speed, 23 speed. Nature plus defense minus attack. I'm fine with this. Could be better, but it's pretty good. Jesus, the encounters. Come on. So, now we gotta decide if we go with the non-intimidate strategy. I'm never clicking assurance. Let's pick up the rest TM, which is, this should be, yeah, that's Game Freak, so it should be here, right? Let's look at the trainer fights that are coming up here. We're not doing Battle Company. We have a Sandile guy. That's it. Just Sandile guy. Okay, so I still don't get Ice Cream. Okay, hey, we get a free berry. I guess it's a cherry berry because I clicked too fast. My bad. That's fine. Whatever. I doubt there was anything there that made any difference. This goes this way. We go here. It sure do yappy a lot at the start of this game. It gets better, though, as it goes on. Okay. Gym trainers. Swaddle, 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 Venipede. Which means leading dog. This is a level 23 only. Something to consider. Okay, next one is Swaddle Dwebble. Which is right here. I was thinking about switching a different lead in. So much for that. Jesus, that's the crit, though. That's fine. Okay, next one is just a Swaddle. I can probably beat the next one with Litharge pretty safely. Because we're not switching in. Oh yeah, am I ever clicking Sand Tomb? Probably not. Well, he doesn't learn Rock Smash anyway. All right. 2 trainers until the gym. And we got to think hard about if there's another way we can do Berg. Or rather, perhaps, what the best way for us to beat Berg without deaths is. because it's probably not going to work. So if we have something that will allow us to beat it deathless, we may want to try and take that, even if it's a bit risky. Because we're not going to get another opportunity, really, for something like that. All 4 of our Pokemon are good. And Deathless would be incredible. Alright, we're gonna leave and heal again for the last trainer. Get to somehow bet Emperor Palpatine with Leia and Luke. And you can't use your power team? I don't know how the game works, so that doesn't really mean much to me, unfortunately. Good stuff. Alright. Should be a shortcut out here, right? Maybe not. Oops. Okay. Well. Now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do here. First things first, level up. Alright, Smackdown over Rock Blast. I definitely want Smackdown. Rock Blast can be nice. Headbutt never really matters, though. You killed Emperor Palpatine? Alright. Congrats. I'm gonna kill Headbutt, I think. Alright, that's the team. It is going to be what it is. Okay, I got the updated stats for PokeLink. We need to rewatch this fight as well. And let's check my notes. Leading Dog, kill Venny, Bates Crab, break Crab's 30 with Sandile, kill Timp, sack Dog on Leaveny. You gotta kill him 4 more times. Well, that sounds like a lot. Okay. So this is the sack strat. We don't get dig, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, dig is after this, so the dig strat is not a thing. So we cannot get dig. Alright, found the fight. Let's watch this fight. Oh yeah, also we have 2 badges now. Also, is the attempt counter clipped off the screen? Abso-fucking-lutely it is. Let's fix that. I just noticed this in the stream from from a few weeks ago. Alright, there we go. Oh, but then that gets weird. Hold on. In the other direction. Okay, that should be good. Alright, so what is happening in this fight? How do I do this theoretically deathless? We have the Whirlipede lead. We go dog. We click retaliate. Or bite. We click bite and go for flinch. Crit gets to half. That was incredibly lucky. Okay, so last time we fought this, I killed the Whirlipede, like with taking no damage using Scotland. The Dwebble comes in, we can always go for like the bite, lynch, to try to break the thing, so that works great. Okay, dog lead looking very good here. And then we switch to Scythe on the Dweb after Sturdy's broken. We go for the Bubble Beam. And it misses because we got Sand attacked on the switch in. Smackdown hurts, so we don't have too long to try to land the hit. But it is doable. And then there's the Leaveney. Okay. So on the Leaveney, we go to Scotland. I wonder if Sandile can duel the Whirlipede. 40 speed. We're fast. We can do bite flinches. With stab, we have plus defense. Hold on. I need to rewatch the fight here, though. We switch into a Razor Leaf. Poison Tail, Struggle Bug, Pursuit, Screech. We were pretty okay at special defense. Worst case scenario, if we lead Crook and we have to switch out, then at least we're not taking that much. We could also go Eviolite on him. Okay. Okay, but it's not really a winning thing versus Whirlipede, actually. I think the Sandile lead doesn't do anything. So we leave the dog. We kill the Venipede. Maybe we could go... No, I think we do go Eviolite. We lead Okay, Eviolite dog kills the Venipede. The Whirlipede, rather. Crab comes in. We can use Sandile to break Sturdy if we need to. Kill it with Timpole. And then the Leaveney comes in. And we gotta go to the dog. Unless we can somehow risk a hit on Roggen. So, we switch into a Razor Leaf. It was a crit, and it did just about half damage. We click Retaliate. We get hit by a Razor Leaf. Retaliate does about a quarter. Maybe 30%. Yeah, no, the dog... Everything went really well on the dog. Which is really bad, because this attempt was still really bad. Alright, I'm seeing what the damage looks like on Roggen. Yeah, no, we're super dead to crit. And I can't take 2 non-crits. It's never a thing. This is pretty sketchy. Okay, then we fight the first rival. How do we do against this first rival? Okay, Servon comes in. We went to Crookosite. We dodged the Leaf Tornado. We clicked Bite. We flinched. Dude, we're never going to get this lucky again, ever. This is never going to fucking work. We need to do this fight like Deathless. And we just, this is awful. We did this with a Sandile. With level 25 versus level 20. Realistically, we were two-shot by Leaf Tornado. This is so bad. Yeah. Bacon Chicken Ranch Pizza, was it good? 50% chance of lower accuracy too, which means like we have a coin flip on getting hit to just essentially also lose. The odds are so fucking bad here. Do I sack Sandile again? If Moxie, Sandile, Dark Gem come in on nearly to dog, kill dog for Moxie to retaliate, then bite Servine and sweep. But I'm not Moxie. If in Tim we need to bring it in on Levany, not die, and kill Deathless with a dog to be able to handle Bianca. I think this is true. Okay, well let's throw in a Levany. Okay, so Sandile only dies on the crit. Razor Leaf. Okay, so the idea is if we get crit, we're cooked. That's the idea. All right, we'll do this fight in a second. So what do we do then? So we lead Scotland with Eviolite. We give you a rock gem. Which is essentially the retaliation button. I guess we keep Mystic Water here? Or do I go Water Gem? I'd probably go Water Gem. Okay, theoretically, let's say he misses. Do I ever stay in? And go for like a bite? Quick Claw? I'd probably get outsped. Quick Claw is probably technically the only thing that does anything. Like, theoretically. Okay, I guess we just gotta try this. This is doable deathless, but it's like so sketchy. Actually, one thing to look at. Defense 24 on our Sandile. Surviving the Razor Leaf is super, super dodgy. It really does depend. 50 HP. Or 60. Sandile's odds of surviving are pretty bad. Like, extremely bad. He probably... Well, this is... It's probably fine. It's probably, like... It's probably only the crit that kills him, but it's possible he dies to the non-crit, depending on what this Leavenese stats actually look like. We don't calc as a rule for this run, which means we aren't going to look it up exactly. I do use Showdown for estimates, especially in cases like this where it's really sketchy. Oh, what time is it? It is almost 10. So I think if we die here, I'm not going to do another attempt tonight. I think if we die at this fight, that's the end of the stream. I think fighting Emperor Palpatine in real life would be easier than this fight. All right, let's do one last look at the dudes. Okay, one last check. Scotland, Litharge, Crook, Scythe, all 23. Carrying Eviolite, Rock Gem, Water Gem, Quick Claw. There's nothing else I can do here. Let's just go in. Alright, this is what determines whether any run is viable, more than anything, whether or not we get past this fight, and what sort of state we get past this fight in. This fight is always losable. This fight is incredibly hard to do deathless. We had an extremely lucky fight last time here, but then we died to the rivals afterwards. And that's the thing with this. Even if this goes well, it's still like really easy to lose a few fights down the road. I don't like that damage range, I'll tell you that much. I mean, I just have to bite again here. A flinch would be huge. I really need this to flinch. If it gets poisoned, I think we lose here too. Okay, I mean, we're alive, but it's not great. I don't think Retaliate kills here either. This is looking really, really bad. If I don't think Retaliate kills, I have to click Bite. No fucking flinches. We're so cooked. I think we lose. I don't think we win. Yeah, okay. Hyper Potion there, yeah, so Retaliate's fine, though. I need a flinch. I need a flinch really fucking bad. Just one. Just one time, thank you. We're still fucked. It's still over. We took too much damage. We did this with no damage last time, and the dogs still died. Now the only way we can win is really through, like, some luck. I think we hard switch to Temple here. Temple just has to win this fight straight. I can't break Sturdy with somebody else. It's too risky. I've lost too much HP to, like, risk the not getting the flinch. I Mudshot? If I miss, I lose? Okay. Okay, no accuracy drop is huge. We weren't even dead to crit there. Okay, so that worked out good. We should always switch to the Temple here, I guess. In fact, I'm going to make that note. That's an important note. Always just hard switch Temple onto Rock Bug, probably. Question mark, because it's not guaranteed. Okay. Temple cannot die. This is one of the most important Pokemon for this run, so this is never the sack. So what we do here, we have an Intimidate Sandile. If we switch this in and Intimidate this, it could miss Razor Leaf, and if Razor Leaf doesn't crit, we should survive. And then we might be able to do something here. If we die here, that's also probably fine. It's not fine, it's bad. But, like, it's expected. Okay. That's great. That's huge. That's huge. All right. So now the question is exactly what approach do we want to take from here? Okay. Let's do a rough calc on what sort of damage we would get from Smackdown. Smackdown's like 50%, maybe 60%. So we can never just hard switch in Roggenrola and just go for the kill. Not a thing. So we have to go Scotland here. If at any point we get crit, we'll pretty much just lose. because of how much damage we took initially. Okay. Fat Retaliate. I think we completely lose now. We didn't even get any damage on this, which is really, really bad. All right. Well, what do we do from here? Okay. Does Rock Gem only affect the first hit? Okay. Rock Gem does affect multi-hit moves. Like, it affects the full damage. So the only way we kill this in one shot is with a multi-hit Rock Blast, and then the run is alive, but not looking good. That doesn't hose my Rock Gem, right? That would be incredibly bad. This can never kill us because we're sturdy. It does less than half, technically. So even if we don't kill here, we might be able to finish this off if we get lucky. Oh my god, that's the worst outcome? Because I don't think this kills now. It's at, like, optimistically 40%. Ah, fuck it. It's just gotta kill. We probably die to this. We're live. We don't get the kill. Okay, it's gonna heal, maybe? Or does it go for the kill? I don't think it matters. It has to miss? Okay, it does heal. We need a 5-hit? 5-hit kills this. No, it doesn't. Okay, it has to just miss. Yep. There's no way we continue, but we might as well play it out, I suppose. I don't know if there's any way to improve the odds. This is actually, like, about as good as it can get. Obviously not because we did lose. But I mean, in terms of things like the Sandile surviving, If the dog had survived the hit, it would have worked. So if the dog doesn't get crit, we basically have to dodge 4 sequential Razor Leaf crits to beat this. Essentially. Which is, like, very unlikely. I'm losing patience with the run, too. Because we're running out of options. So what this is going to become, essentially, at the rate we're going, is we beat our head against this until we get lucky and get past it. And I don't like it being an RNG race. So the question then becomes, what else can we do? Okay, here's something we could do. We could simulate the early game by re-rolling the Pokemon every attempt with the save editor until we get past the gym with something that we feel is viable. I don't see at this point any reason to keep playing the early game. So we just fake it. We just generate new Pokemon using the save editor and see until we get a winning team. And we can randomize Moxie versus Intimidate on Sandile too. Unless there's some other way we can do this. Unless there's some other way this fight can be won. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little test. We're gonna go back here. Part of the problem we had here is Scotland took a lot of damage. Now, what if we did Mystic Water here? Maybe I do this. What about this as a lead? I got an idea. We're going to test this fight because I'm at my limit. So we lead this, we get the Intimidate, and then we switch and we go here, and we get Pursuited, and that's really bad. I really, really never expected it to Pursuit there. So that strategy is not viable. Okay. This bait's leaving E though? That's awful. Okay. The only play we can do is this. Okay, we die. Then we go Litharge. We smack down. And we go here. On the Protect. That's a really nice Switch. That doesn't kill. That's really bad. Alright, that doesn't work at all. What about Lith? Maybe Lith can kill? Is there any chance Litharge outspeeds? Like, what if I just go for Smackdown here? No, he's faster. We don't even kill. He hyper potions. So we killed 2 Smackdowns. This bait's in Leaveney. We go Crook. We set the Intimidate. Die to the crit. Got comes in. It's a race between Retaliate and Razor Leaf, which we almost always lose. And now I'm out. Yeah, this loses too. We can never just... The dog just never wins the 1v1. Unless it, like, never crits. What else could we do? Here's the problem too, right? A lot of these damage ranges are really marginal. It's a fairly high defense Sandile. Not anywhere near, like, high, but fairly high, above average. And it's a plus defense. It's a very high defense Roggenrola. That's only just not 2-shot. This Roggenrola is actually uniquely positioned to be able to do anything here. So it's always... Man, this is bad. What about if we do this? If we go Mudshot, we lower speed. Are we faster? Yes, then we're faster after 1. But we don't kill. So that achieves nothing. Okay, this is almost unwinnable. Without having like 2 deaths or something. Deathless is essentially impossible. I mean, technically it's not essentially impossible because it really could come down to misses. Theoretically, if we were trading, we could have a choice scarf right now, which is very funny. Choice scarf dog could be a thing. There's not much else we could get right now that would make any real difference to anything. Short of, like, grinding a billion EVs or something, which I'm not a fan of. We could consider giving ourselves, like, one more Pokemon. Like, we started the run by giving ourselves a Nidoran and Kanto because there was no encounter. And definitely, if I do another series like this in the future, there's going to be, like, a carryover starter, I think, because these are a little difficult. We could give an egg move to the Lillipup. Oh. Oh, that's the solution. Lillipup learns Fire Fang by breeding. I've never done that in a run like this, though. I don't know if I want to do that. Because even sacking the Sandile, like, it's still, like, really hard to get past this. It's definitely not consistent in any way. So essentially, it's either we simulate runs until we get one where the RNG works, or we give the Lillipup Fire Fang and we can probably just win. Or we try the choice scarf strat. All right, let's try the choice scarf. Theoretically, we could have that legitimately, as silly as that is. This is all non-canon testing anyway. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna slap on Fire Fang. Okay. So we just lead this, like this now. Okay, defense fall twice is pretty bad. Theoretically, we're not sacking Krukasite anymore. So we switch here to reset defense. And then we go back. We don't get the kill. I locked myself into retaliate. Oh, now we're fucked. Oh my god, he heals multiple times. That's terrible. I don't even know if I'm fucking faster than the Levany, which is what I want to learn. That does so much fucking damage. Okay, every time we get defense drop, we have to switch out. So we would do a bite. He flinched. We eat a poison tail. We do a bite. Poison tail. We take a fuck ton of damage. Dude! Stop healing! For fuck's sake, dude! Oh my god. We don't even win the 1v1 against the fucking Whirlipede. That's so shit. Why is it so screech happy? Probably because I've intimidated it? The fucking crits! The damage range is so unfucking favorable here too. Choice Scarf is just not it. It's just, it's not it. That's just not the way to win. Okay, we could try it with, we can do this. I just want to see if it outspeeds the Levany, to even know if this is like a consideration. Alright, you just better kill it with the Bubble Beam. Dude, this thing just doesn't fucking die! Finally, fucking Jesus. Okay, we do outspeed the Levany with this, but I don't think there's any way to make this work as a viable strat. This is pretty bullshit. So, if we go Eviolite... And then I guess we just do this. Okay. Alright, Leaveney comes in. And if I just go Scotland hard... We miss. Oh my god, are you joking? It doesn't kill either. That's so fucking stupid. I need 2 Fire Fangs to kill this fucking thing? Fuck. I'm not happy with it. All right, let's try... like one redo. I need to randomize natures. Okay, 25 natures, so we need to roll 1d25. Nature number 23 in PK Hex is rolled for the dog. That is going to be Sassy minus speed plus Spadef. Looking pretty bad. Rog and Rolla. Randomize IVs. Roll a nature. Nature number 5. Nature. We're not going to count this run necessarily. Well, no, we will count this run if it wins, if it gets through, I think. Calm nature. That is minus attack plus Spadef. That's pretty bad. Temple. Number 9. That's Hardy, which I believe is neutral. 89 for the IVs. High speed death, defense. Below average attack and special defense. Or special attack and 0 HP. That's pretty poor. Oh yeah, we need to randomize the ability. Roll 1d2. We rolled a 1, so ability number 1 for Seifert, which is Swift Swim. That's the bad ability. Why is he flagged as invalid? There we go. Weird. And we roll ability 1 as well for Krook, which is also stays Intimidate. For Nature, we roll Nature number 6, which is Careful. Rerolling IVs. Minus special attack plus Bedef. 110 IV spread. Alright, this will be attempt 13 proper, I guess. Eviolite. Sassy Nature. Takedown. Okay, do we do the same? Do we do the same spread here? We still have Intimidate. So if I lead Scotland... Still good defense on the Sandal here. This might live. And good defense on Litharge. So I think this is still what we do. I guess I should have save stated in case I wanted to replay it, but whatever. Okay, 2 bites gets it to half, so we bite again. Nice flinch. I think it's gonna heal. Yeah, but now we retaliate here. Ooh, big retaliate. We do a bite. Nice flinch. We do a retaliate. It gets healed again. We do a bite. We do a retaliate. Okay, pretty good. Dwebble comes in. Yeah, this is just straight Seifert. Mudshot the break sturdy. Bubble Beam to kill with Gem. Leaveney comes in. This has to be Crook for the Intimidate. Hoping we don't die, but probably dying. Okay. Now we gotta go Scotland for damage on this. I have 2 retaliates, so just retaliate here. I can just win here. No, because I'm out of retaliate, PP. I don't think Bite kills. So I think we have to go Lith. We lose to crits still. Okay, it has to miss. 5% chance to win the fight. Prick. Okay, so with the bites, we're conditional. I could edge. Okay, hold on. We edge Sandile and Dog. Lead Sandile. Lead Sandile for Intim. I probably should have just stayed in on the dog and went for the kill there. Oh, wait a second. He learns Crunch. Does that help me? It's higher PP than Bite, which could be useful. If I pick this up earlier. Okay, well, that's the attempt 13. We're not playing that out. I don't think. Can Roggenrola ever die? I mean, I already reset. I don't think we can ever let Roggenrola die. The other question is what we do if we get a Moxie Sandile. Well, Moxie Sandile is dog sack, try to beat the rival. Always. Yeah. Alright, well, I just wanted to get the save set up for next time. I'm going to end the stream here, I think. But we're going to give this is the plan going forward, is we randomize the team and we try to beat this, rather than replay the early game over and over and over. Alright, so we're edging the dog automatically, and we're edging Sandy. I'm not gonna reroll these guys. We'll do that next stream so that the rerolling is done in the same stream as the attempt. We will put this on attempt 14 formally, though. Okay, well, frustrating. But we can do an attempt pretty quickly with this strat of resetting like this, so I guess we just do it till we find one that gets past it, okay? If we get past the gym with only the dog dead, then we can do the rival fights. And if we get past the rival fights with no deaths, we have a run. If the dog lives and Sandile dies, that is the thing I need to think about more. But I think I pretty much decided I need Sandile. Oh yeah, Roggen can never die because it's the only way we can fucking win the game, I'm pretty sure, because of explosion. Alright. Yeah. This is the only thing we can do. Yeah. Alright. That's it. That's the stream. We'll pick this up next Monday. We'll just spam Berg attempts.